Hey, 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 beautiful earthlings. How are we all doing? Welcome to this edition. One's across the board. One's across the board today, everyone. It is the 29th of January, 2026. How are we all doing? Trying to keep the vibe high. We can do it. If you're here, you can do it. So let's get into this. Today, we are going to work with some white sage. It's British Columbia, traditional white sage, picked in a traditional way. I call it my grandmother's sage. So we're going to get right into it. And at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of supporting us to make break frees at this time. And I'd just like to express gratitude to God, Creator, Source, our loved ones in spirit, the ancestors, and all who love us unconditionally. We are so grateful for your ever loving presence. I'm so grateful for your ever loving presence in my life. I don't know about you all, but I am incredibly grateful. So let's let that go. Hopefully, I don't get smoked out here. So, for those who don't know, my name is Lisa Lyle, and this is my heart's offering here on YouTube. A very warm welcome to all of you who continue to come back and support me, support this space, and to flourish and grow spiritually in your own space. To those who are brand new here, you've never come here before, you must be wondering, what in the heck? Here, are you feeling moody these days? Or are you the sacred cow, the holy cow, incarnate here to rise and elevate? Yes, you are. And a very warm welcome to you. Thank you so much for sharing a piece of my heart and getting in touch with your very own. So, what a week. We are in the final few days of January 2026. And wow, have you noticed how rapidly time is flying? It's just lickety split. January's over like this. Are you living your bliss? Lickety split. It's time for bliss. Who's ready for it? This whole year, this whole month, this whole life, in fact, everything that we've experienced has brought us to this point, this incredibly powerful point in time, as a vessel of the sacred reset. So last night, just after 12, I was so tired. So let's talk about the energy of this week. At the beginning of the week, we were speaking about our growing in confidence as we move towards our Leo full moon on February 1st. And what I was reflecting on this morning, because this morning I'm feeling, it's really hard to explain. Yesterday at work, I was feeling overwhelmed and I was on my own for most of the day. I was down in the fish tank and it was rather busy there. And it was busy mostly because of, let's just say, operator error, not mine, others, which made my job a little more difficult. And yet it was fine. It was fine. It just felt like this, as the night wore on, it just felt like this pressure, external pressure. And so it was a really, I was very much present for myself through all of it. And, what are you going to do? The job's got me for 8 hours a day. So I do my job for 8 hours a day. And so as I left there and came home and took the big guy for a walk, it was, did we see stars last night? Yeah, we did see stars. That's right. We did see stars in the moon and also those lines in the sky. And it's not often at night that we get sprayed. Last night we did. And it was making interesting energy around the moon. And so I was really tired at the end of it all. I just wanted to come home and I just really wanted to go and lay down and rest. And before that, though, this message came through: sacred reset, divine union, loving co creative wisdom, sacred stability, steady, powerful, playful. And then I'm like, okay, okay. And that was it. So I'm like, okay. So then this morning I got up and I really wanted to tune into the energy, like the astrology of today, to see if I could get myself back on that routine that here on Thursdays, we all things astrological. And so all I actually wrote down with respect to astrology was full moon in Leo at 13 degrees 4 minutes, which is that 4-4 energy. And what that's saying is that you and I, are the stable building blocks. You and I are the embodiment of the stabilized yin and yang, the polarities within the experience, if you will. And so I'm like, okay, full moon in Leo, 13 degrees 4 minutes. Okay. And then all of a sudden, what came in was this message: love, beauty, unity, wonder. Love, pure and true, has no conditions. We do not need permission to love. We are love, pure and true. Remembering is up to you. So I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with the full moon? And then I was guided to go and get some decks to see if any inspired stuff would come through. And when all the cards came through, it was like, stop, go get yourself ready, and we're going to share about this live. So that's what we're going to do now. And I was guided to work with the Lemurian Star Child Oracle, the Psychic Heart Tarot, and the Journey of Love. And I started with the Lemurian Star Child Oracle. And if you'll remember, this card is back. This came out yesterday, I believe, for the interactive. And we've seen it rather, no, I think it was the interactive yesterday. Sacred gifts, energy senses, pure love is the key. And so I was thinking about this growing confidence, right? Because I feel like this week has, oh, am I cutting out a little? Sorry. Sign of the times, I guess. So I was thinking about, this week growing in confidence. And it's an internal process. And I hope the connection gets better. I hope I'm not just sitting here talking to myself. And if I am, I trust that there's divine purpose for that. So it's a number 8, and which is confirmation of the strength, courage, and power that we are growing in. It's 8 is the Leo energy in the tarot, the strength card, the eternal soul, the star, the star of the show, proud and confident in who we are, not the cowardly lion, cowering and hiding from life. We are in it, and we're in it to win it. We are in it to win it. Love is always winning. And so, that's what we are. We're the winners. We're the winners. We are the fresh new beginners. And it's almost like at this time in our life, it's like the beginner's mind, the basics. I actually had to listen to the, oh my gosh, the simple bare necessities. Had to listen to that again this morning. It's the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. It's like, can we appreciate all the little things? It's because these little things add up to big things. And this helps us to grow in our confidence. Can we catch? The other day I said, oh, I've seen progress in the last year. And then I've been reflecting on that because I'm like, oh, Lisa, really? Have you? And it's actually, yes, in some ways. And it's more about the glimmers of hope, the glimmers of love that we are shown. Do we continue to cultivate those? Do we go and catch the next glimmer of hope? We're strongly encouraged to remain focused on the glimmers, and this is what grows our confidence. And this is what supports the unlocking of our sacred gifts. Your gifts aren't my gifts. My gifts are my gifts. Your gifts are your gifts. We share this land mass. Um, whatever. The song, right? This land is your land. This land is my land. Yeah. And together we're here to rise. And yet the rise takes place after the individual proverbially, does that death and rebirth process. The egocentric individual dies over and over and over again in order to support the soul to rise. The soul is light and free. The human, 1111, is density. Let us not become too dense that we never, it's like an electric fence, I just heard. Don't become so dense that you're an electric fence, telling everyone to buzz off. Don't. I mean, some days, right? This, though, similar to the message that was coming through yesterday, this is about us. And you may want to take a picture of this card, like a screenshot here, because the key, there's a lot of codes within that key that perhaps you meditate with this, perhaps you screenshot the image and not on your phone. Don't sleep with your phone under your pillow, but like print off the image and put it under your pillow, work with it on an altar or whatever, because I feel like there's a union, a coming together that creates this beautiful, and the coming together, it's like the opening of keys from within. And so if we're speaking about two people coming together, because we've done the work, right? We've done the inner work. So if sacred union, divine union is in the cards for you, it's a coming together. Two into one gives birth to the Trinity, gives birth to the sacred cow, the holy calf. And in this week, there's been a tremendous amount of quick moving energy. And so it may have us at this point on 1/29/2026, it may have us feeling a little sleepy, a little, perhaps a little weepy. Perhaps we're feeling a little needy. So what is it that you're needing? And how can you show up and provide that for yourself? Right? Because this is the thing. It's always about the inner. So then after that card came out, then this card came out, another 8. This double 8, triple 8 energy. 8, eternal soul, inner and outer journeys. Believe in yourself, big shifts. And if you're here, you are likely feeling big shifts, whether you're catching this real time or at a later date. Time, when you catch this, it's when you're meant to receive it. And you will resonate. If this is your message, you will resonate with something here. And as the vessel of these holy shifts, because we are the holy shift, we were born into, let's say, this matrix, if you will, this dimension, in order to shift and break through, recognizing or re-establishing our connection with ourself through the multi-dimensions, our higher self. Remember, light is light. Love is light. Light in feeling. And don't get me wrong, when we move through feelings of grief and stuff, that love feels heavy. We feel sadness because we love so much. We love so faithfully. We love so purely that, to experience loss has the human feeling heavy. And yet, what supports the release of the heaviness is allowing the emotions to flow, allowing the waters to flow. Your healing waters, your tears are healing. Your tears release the energetic of fears over the years. We never truly lose love that's being shared. We're here guided by glimmers of eternal love. And ultimately, it is about the inner journey that supports the reflective outer journey. So let us continue as we move into this weekend and closer to the full moon. And again, whenever you're catching it, the next full moon that you're going to be experiencing, using this to stay focused, continue to grow your faith, continue to cultivate your seeds. Because then the next card out was Earth Angel. We've been talking about this for quite some time around here. Many of you are Earth Angels. Perhaps we all are. Who knows? What I do know, though, is when we embrace, when we remember the love that we are, when we remember our sensitivities, then we become stronger. We grow in strength. We grow in faith. And it's like we are cloaked and protected in this. I just feel like this is in the robe of love, in love's divine essence. We are protected. And you and I, we probably don't understand a whole heck of a lot. What we do understand is our responsibility. What we do connect with is our spiritual essence, our divinity, and we have this deep awareness, if you will, that there's so much more. We were born for so much more. The children of earth deserve so much more. And we can write our signs and do our signs and say, no more war. And yet the battle rages within the children upon Mother Earth. There's a battle raging. Let love win. This is how we begin again. This is how the sacred reset unfolds. No victims, volunteers. Let us not perpetuate the idea of victimhood. And all of these segments external to us, all these segments, all these groups, all these things are meant to keep us separated, are meant to keep us amped up, our nervous system's jacked up, fired up. Let love temper your inner fire as you cultivate and reestablish connection with your heart's desire. Kindness, sensitivity is strength, higher perspective, and divine abilities. Can you see why I was guided to share these cards with all of you? And then this was on the bottom of the deck. Divine Cosmic Mother Womb. Number 1, you are loved, you are safe. Rest now, sleep well. And so it feels like the coming days, a big component, a big key in unlocking our abilities, our gifts, and growing in confidence is to rest, nourishment, focus within. Because from the Psychic Arc Tarot, we were born to shine. This is the sunshine. Bringing our starlight to the earth. We're in Aquarius season. Are we in Aquarius? Yeah, we're in Aquarius season. Healing, the star, the full moon in Leo, the king of the show, the queen of the show, king of the trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents, no phone, no food, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I've been 2 hours of pushing the broom, sweeping the stuff out of our life that, the dust bunnies, the dust devils, the devils in our mind, making moves, traveling, inner travel, astral travel, road trip travel, perhaps, travel, moving, soul soothing connection, soul soothing remembrance, unlocking our gifts so that we may shine into the world. Oh, let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. Let your sun shine out, because you are so loved, so guided, and so protected. Rest now, sleep well, because here's our third 8. Many of you here are stepping into your role of spiritual leader, spiritual teacher. And again, as a leader, it doesn't mean we say, come this way, like the 3 blind mice and the Pied Piper. No. We just show up in our unique way. And with any luck, we guide others back inside the space where they are meant to play and heal. And then perhaps step into the role of mentor, leader, authority. And again, authority leads with love. The emperor leads with love. Someone said something today, oh, where's all the Gen Xers? We grew up with the song Twisted Sister, we're not going to take it, and here we are taking it. Yes, because everyone's looking outside of self. We've got to look within. If we're not going to take it, we can't take our own bullshit. If we take our own bullshit, we're going to take the bullshit of the world along with it and claim it, and we're going to let it amp us up and fire us up and lead us away like the Pied Piper out of our joy and bliss that is present in the day, moment to moment. Spiritual mentoring, equality, stability, wisdom, experience, counsels. What came through last night? A lot of those words. Sacred reset, divine union, loving, co-creative, wisdom, sacred stability, steady, powerful, playful. We are the mystics. No one can step into our roles for us. To be a chosen one, we have to choose a life of love and more fun. We have to choose ourselves, 23 there, as uncomfortable as it can be to change, because we are here. Look at that. So we got 2 4s out of this deck and 3 8s. And, if we add the 4s up, it's 4 8s. 4 8s on 4 1s. You've got the strength. You've got the courage. Divine creation codes, starborn architects, divas, and sacred geometry. Who is the geometry? Well, you and me. And we're here to stabilize. Okay, I got to put this up. All right. And then another 8. Are you kidding me? Pure white light, DNA, healing, sacred geometry. And another 1. Okay, and another 1. Are you kidding? They really want us to see these cards. Okay, and now I'm getting hot because the spiritual temperature is picking up. Whew. Oh my gosh. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Can you be silly? That's the star of the show, just being who we are. We don't need anyone's permission to be silly. We don't need anyone's permission to be wise. We don't need anyone's permission to be a delight, to enjoy and appreciate this life. No. We give that to ourselves by freeing our eternal soul. Because, earth and air, earth, slow moving energy, air, quick, guided by spirit, moment to moment, catching the glimmers of hope, of love, of light, guide, signposts, guides along the way. Stabilization, physical integration, mental clearing. Who's going to do it for you? You got to. To be the stabilized vessel, you've got to show up for you. 3, the Empress, co-creative energy with what? The universe, Archangel Metatron. We are whole, individuals whole, and that's the union. Sacred union is about 2 whole individuals coming together and creating a whole other experience, a whole other life of love. Metatron, wholeness, commune with all life, micro and macrocosm. 11. Here's another 11. Star, ships of light, beam up your vibration, open to star family. And then another 11. So triple 11s. And two, oh my gosh, you guys. So triple 11s, resolution, old timelines collapsing, insights, higher embodiment, expression. We're doing it. You are incredible. I mean, when I saw those first few messages, I felt so inspired and so encouraged. And yes, thank you. I was so grateful to receive those messages. And then the goodness keeps coming, because now we have another 11 here. Circle of life, clear energies, channel. So how are we going to shift through what's happening? Is by resting. Because after the shine card came out, it was win or lose. The card that came out. Win or lose. Love always wins. Love always wins. And you're a winner. Winner, winner. Lucky winner. And how did you win, or how are you going to win? By removing that sword or the swords from your very own heart and wielding that sword of truth, calling on Archangel Michael to wield that sword of truth and cut those energetic ties that just don't support you, the ones that weigh you down, like the hot air balloon wanting to take off, but it's still anchored to the ground. That's not going to support love to rebound and rise. And you're here for the win, not the loss. Odds are on you. The odds are on you. As long as you're willing to change as guided from deep within you. And that is a real gift. Those of you here are incredibly gifted, spiritually open, which may have for a lot of your life had you feeling a little like a misfit. That's okay. We weren't born to fit. Every puzzle piece, when we accept and love ourselves as is, we become our unique geometric shape that fits perfectly in the tapestry of life, the worldwide web of light. Oh, speaking of the World Wide Web, with my son being away for the last couple of nights, he's on his way back home today. With him on not at home, I've been able to unplug the router and disconnect from having that going in the space 24/7. I've slept like a baby. That's probably why I wanted to get in bed last night, to have more time without the interference of things that aren't divine. We are the divine codes. We are the divine geometrics, here to regulate our own metric. I don't know if that makes sense. Because why? Opportunity knocks. This would be 4 4s on the table now. Opportunity beckons. Are you listening to the truth within? Or are you looking at what has been lost? Look at this. We've got the infinity symbol there. This is the destined experience. This is the fated opportunities are calling us. Are you hearing the call, or are you turning away because, yeah, been there, done that? Been there, done that, and I'm not going to go back. No, we're not going back. Absolutely not. What's back there? Heartache, heartbreak, and lessons in love. Lessons in love. And this is how we level up. Level 55. Opportunity beckons. And on the bottom of the deck, oh, look at this, another 4. Are you kidding? And another 4. Are you kidding? 4, 4, and 7, but 4 4s. And these are just off the bottom of the deck. What was really on the bottom of the deck, we'll talk about those other 2 in a minute. What was really on the bottom of the deck was the awaiting results card. So can we continue to cultivate and nurture and show up and grow in our own space, in our own unique way, as we allow the unfolding, as we allow the process to take place, as we steady in a space of grace? The only way to grow is from within. Everything's from within. And we are the chariot that's here to begin again. 1 + 9, another 10 energy. And what are we asked to do? Call on Archangel Raphael. I've been doing that a lot at night, I often do. And the again, just like the last few this week, as we grow in confidence, it may have us feeling a bit weak or a bit unsteady, and like a squeaky, like a squeaking wheel or a creaky knee. We have to attend to it. And the way we attend to it is through our heart and our breath. And so a beautiful practice I love is just laying in bed at the end of the day, giving thanks and reflecting on, what was the day, and just breathing, allowing myself with each exhale to feel more and more at ease in the skin, more and more at ease, and then beginning to call in the team. And what I heard last night, I heard like our loved ones and ancestors are so excited for us, so excited for us about the opportunity that's beckoning to us. It's a destined opportunity. It's a destined experience. And all we're asked to do is just continue to breathe and stay present. And as we breathe in the moment, we are breathing in the love, support, and wisdom of the higher realms and bringing it in to the material experience now, into the physical experience now, the solar plexus experience, guided by our intuition. Are we listening? Win or lose, it's up to you. I'll give you a clue though. Love always wins. Love is eternal. Can you catch the glimmers of the eternal love that lives and breathes as you? Here's another 7. So I was then guided to the Journey of Love card, and we got the cosmic butterfly again, but it was the shifting universes that came out first. And we've seen this quite a bit recently too. And we are shifting and growing and elevating from the journey of honoring the truth that lives and breathes as you, that lives and breathes as each of us. And we are an integral, important piece of the cosmic puzzle. And we are here to dance and play like the cosmic butterfly, unique, each unique in our own special way. This morning I had danced a little bit. I haven't danced in, I think the last time I danced was a couple weeks ago. And so it was nice just to create some movement, and and I was feeling a little wobbly and unsteady. It was like I had been drinking before I started to dance, and I don't drink anything besides water and stuff. None of those spirits. I don't drink any of those spirits. So, yeah, as I was dancing, I felt like, oh my gosh, Lisa, you're stumbling a little bit like you were drunk. And I feel what came through is that I was just finding the steadiness through the soles of our feet. This week has been huge energetically with Neptune moving into Aries out of Pisces. And then we had the Pluto and Mars conjunct. And, now we're coming up to this full moon, which is leading us into eclipse season. And time is just flying by, right? I mean, I know time is not real and all of that, yet, the older I get, I guess, I realize how quickly it moves by. Hey, hey, witness 2229, welcome to this daily divine. And so these two cards came out, the cosmic butterfly, and then underneath that was this beauty. I didn't even realize another 11 and then another 9, the eruption of light. And, we may not, this I'm feeling is some of us may be feeling forlorn, sad. Life has passed us by. We're never going to have the experience we truly desire. Well, with an attitude like that, we won't. We have to continue to cultivate our own inner fire. And, it's in these moments where we feel so alone. No one else could ever know just how we feel. This is when the light shines in. And all of a sudden, it's like all the bells and whistles are going, and they're saying, you are the vessel of beauty. Don't be dismayed by what you see and what you perceive in this current moment. Steady yourself. Allow the release. Allow yourself to let go. What are we releasing? Fears. Fears will have us frozen in time, a time long, long, long gone by. And so it's the mind that likes to perpetuate the lie. And yet the human like you and I that cultivates in a spiritual way. What is spiritual? I mean, everything is spiritual. That's how I see life. And I've seen it like that for a very long time. Everything is spiritual. And I say to people all the time, like, I'm confident that our main goal for being here is to awaken and remember that we are. I'm like, we are the genie. I just saw someone rubbing a genie lamp. We are the genie in the lamp. What's your wish? What's your bliss? Win or lose, it's up to you. And then on the bottom of the deck, we got the beauty card. The 13. What's the beauty of life? The death and rebirth. It's dying to our old ways. It's dying to our old patterns. Remember, we've been told for weeks, like, we find the patterns and then we clear the patterns. And those of you here are here in service to 7 generations forward and back. And so for the generations behind us, we heal. For the generations ahead of us, we heal. And we become the real deal. Authenticity is a rarity. It's like a pearl. It's like a pearl of wisdom, right? It's like a beautiful, sparkly pearl that's iridescent. Let's see if I can. I don't even have. I don't. I was going to say, let me see if I can find one of my iridescent crystals, but it's the bowl's not here. So, I really feel like, and then we've got this again. The man of the earth and the woman of the sky. Coming together and supporting one another, truly, and not working against each other. Everything external that's created by institutions, organizations, and that kind of stuff is to separate us. And you and I, we're here to be the epoxy, like the epoxy that brings things slowly back together. Slow and steady wins the race. And love is the abundant floodgate. We are the abundant floodgate here to allow our light to rise up. And this is like, I don't know if I say this all the time. I'm thinking of that. I saw something today. Who remembers the Space Shuttle Challenger? If you're my vintage, you'll remember I was in high school. I'm not sure if I was in grade 9 or 10 when it happened, but that space shuttle went up. They had it on the TV in school in front of the office, and we're all watching. I saw something. It came up on someone shared it today. Oh, I remember this. And I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that. Shared trauma. That was horrific. And we don't make the connection, right? Because it's just like second nature. Oh, yeah, we saw it. Just like the Twin Towers and stuff and all that, those special effects they use to create that trauma as the controlled demolition took place. We must address these things and heal these things. That stuff doesn't go away. I'm not saying that we're all stuck on the Challenger space shuttle explosion. Seeing it again, though, that has an impact. I just saw a little clip of it today. And I remembered that. And so, we all have our individual, even if we've had a very great life, not a lot of trauma, not a lot of strife. There are key things that we share, key traumatic events that we share. And they publicize, they broadcast this stuff to you and I, or those of you who watch this stuff, to keep us in fear. Everything is fear-based these days. Very little content out there is love-based. Well, you're not going to find a lot of that on the mainstream. Like, where's all the feel-good stories? So let us heal. I think I will, what will I do here? Maybe I'll just shuffle this deck and see if we can get a couple more cards, and then I'm going to go. It's Friday in my world. I just want to get home. Nothing like living in the moment. I just want to get home. Empress. Yeah. We heal. We focus on where we are. We grow where we're planted. We stop all this, I was just, what I'm going to say is stop all this wishful thinking. And yet because it's about wish fulfillment and continuing to believe in ourselves and continuing to trust ourselves. And it's challenging. Never have I been more trusting of my own intuition than I have been in the last 13 or 14 months or so. And it's like grueling sometimes. It's grueling sometimes to continue to trust yourself and what you know, because it's like some days it's like, oh my gosh, like, am I really delusional? We question ourselves. And I would venture to say that that's the ego stepping in, because the heart knows what the heart knows, what our intuition is peaceful. When we're on the right track, we feel peaceful. And so that's really where we're meant to keep our focus. And I guess anything that's pulling us away from the peaceful, easy feelings that grow on the inside is perhaps meant to be cut out and released from our life. And we don't have to cut it off harshly. We just must be willing to dissolve energetic connections that don't support the peaceful, easy feelings and the elevation of the human soul. I see this, but it's like I'm seeing a little like the recorder because I don't have one of these flutes. But new vitality. Who's going to help you to feel newly vital? You. More ones. Today's a 4-1 day, right? We've got January 1, 29, 2 plus 9 is 1, 1, 20, 26. One. So, and all these ones that came out, how many 11s did we get? 3 or 4 11s? 3 or 4 8s? 3 4s? I mean, are you paying attention to all the doors that are opening in front of you because you chose to focus on you? You chose love over and over again. You chose to fill your own cup and show up for yourself. You ought to be very proud. You ought to be very proud. I know people say you shouldn't, shoulda, woulda, coulda, ought. You ought to be very proud. I guess ought is a better way of saying should. It's easier. It's more palatable, right? So we ought to be very proud. We don't have to go out there and wear our heart on our sleeve. We just need to go out there and walk proud, tall and proud, on our own 2 little feet and show our heart to the world. Shine our light to the world. You know, I love going into a space and acknowledging people. I mean, that's a gift, I guess, that I have. One of my gifts. It's nice to allow people to be seen. And as you know, as the vessel that I am, I'm so in tune to energetics that, you know, you can often sense when a soul is down, when someone's feeling off. And, you know, it's a gentleman I share a seat with at work. He sits in it during the day. I'm glad when he's in there because it's a proper seat when I come in. And, you know, I pick up on his energy often, and he's always like, "Oh, how did you know?" And I'm like, just a sense, you know, and I really like that. What a gift it is to help others to be seen, to help others see themselves. And how are we able to do that? Well, because we see ourselves and we show up for ourselves. And so this feels really beautiful. The nurture card and the new vitality, new beginnings are on our doorstep. And oh, yeah, sacred union for some. If that's your thing, that's certainly my thing. And this is a beautiful visual. I always love the visual on this card. This is the Lover's card. And excuse me, the Lover's card. Gemini energy. What it really is a beautiful representative of, or what it beautifully visualizes, or what I see, is two whole individuals reaching out, coming together, choosing one another to grow, still as individuals, and yet in the center to grow this new co-creative life, the life of dreams of two unique beings who have been through it, right? We've all been through it. We've been through the ringer and back. Wiggity, 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 whack. And perhaps it's happened a lot. And that's okay. If you're here catching this, you made it. Congratulations. Well done. And now you get to grow in love. All those seeds of love that you have planted, you get to grow when you confront your shadow. We all have to confront our shadow, and let us not confront it in a way like, "Ooh, who are you, shadow, and why are you there?" Let us gently approach our shadow. That is the mark of a true spiritual adept, if you will, is the ability. We only become light workers because we're shadow workers, right? And to work light is simply to play in the light that we are. And perhaps we shine our light into the shadow and we do shadow puppets, you know, we figure it all out. The inner journey leads us to all the clues, and all the clues lead us back home to within you. Yeah, it's a beautiful, and this is the moon. This is the moon. Number 18 reduces to a 9, the hermit. And so it feels as we come towards this Leo full moon, or whatever your next full moon is, It's really important that you continue to do that sacred work of the hermit and look within. You don't have to earn love. You don't have to earn your right to be here. Somehow they tripped us up and have us all earning a living. Are you kidding? I'm alive because Creator chose us to be alive. And I'm still alive because Creator wants me still alive. I haven't been left to die up until this point. I mean, I know eventually it happens. And yet, until then, the focus is to shine the light. And we acknowledge and heal our shadow, and then we come out and shine, 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 nice and bright, twinkling little stars in the beautiful night sky, each unique and individual, each with its own wattage of light, its own frequency, its own vibe. We are the high vibe tribe. And the high vibe is what? Love. Let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love flow to all living things, and let your love grow in the smallest of things. It's the reason. Nice. The moon will be in your sun sign. So the moon is this this Leo full moon. This is my moon sign is Leo. So it's a very exciting time. It's a very exciting time. And if you've been hanging out with me for a while, it is a time of coming together. We've been talking about this for a while, and yet we each had to take the individual journey of the hermit, the last 9-year cycle. I mean, we're wrapping up much bigger cycles than 9 years. The last 9-year cycle, though, is coming to a fiery end. It's the climax. We have reached our limit with the old, and we are moving forward into the new and coming together renewed to a cups energy, and here to teach about divine truth. Not to say anyone I got all the answers. It's to teach. This is the Hierophant. Number 5 is the Hierophant, the counterpart to the High Priestess. The Emperor and the Empress, obvious counterparts. And here we have the Hierophant, and the High Priestess is the 2 energy. And so because we've been faithful and loyal, oh, that looks like little Lou. We miss her around here. It's been almost 2 weeks. And we are here to teach, and we are here to lead, and we are here to do so from the heart space, to encourage others to do the same. And this is how we co-create a sustainable way forward for the children. And this is what our ancestors celebrate, our ability to be present, to roll up our sleeves, to move through it all, and to come out as the shining pearl, as to come out as the emperor, as the empress, the brilliant boy or girl, the extension of source, who on the inside has all the inner resources they could ever need. We just have to choose to use them. And so with that being said, beautiful souls, Elaine, thank you so much for being here today and engaging in the live. I love you. And, I'm so inspired by you and your writing and all of that. Thank you for continuing to show up in my life. Truly, I'm grateful. And Witness 2229, thanks so much for being here. And all of you who are catching this on the replay, thank you so much for showing up and pouring into your own holy cup. You are the holy cow, the sacred Gail, the sacred Gail. Perhaps someone's name is Gail. But what I was really, when that popped out, it's like a gale, a blustery wind. You are the sacred wind blowing through your own life, or the sacred winds are blowing through your life. So settle and even that keel. You were born for this. And win or lose, you choose. Choose love over and over again. We'll be back here tomorrow at 5:55, where we will do our Friday night live, and I will pull cards for all of you. You're welcome, Elaine. I love to sing. Hey, hey, Kiva. Welcome, sis, and thank you for showing up. I love you. I love you all, honestly. Used to irritate some people in my life because I would say, "Oh, I love you." And they're like, "How do you love people you don't know?" Well, because I love myself, right? And we're all extensions. We are all extensions. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll be here at 5:55 tomorrow, and I'll pull cards for subscribers. So if you're catching this on the replay and you want to, a little more personal connection, then come back here tomorrow evening. And yeah, until then, I'm going to go and get myself through this Friday in my world, and come home and do laundry and all that stuff I do, so I can just rest this weekend. Rest, rest, rest. The body knows best. So I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for showing up and pouring into my cup. And I hope that something here has been a drop of love into your cup. Until next time, everyone, take good care.